Shalom, this is Ariel Bon Yasharallah out of the Lion's Den. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Makar, Kodash, Ma'amath. A double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and a sincere the water to the Akim and Akwatim and the children that's pushing the truth with sincerity. I want to touch on this quick topic about Jacob and Esau. I was talking to a Jake. He's Bahamian. I was talking to him at my job earlier today and yesterday, and he had it all confused in his head. He had it confused that he had it confused that everybody's supposed to have the blessing that Israel has. And I took it back. I was like, no, it goes to Jacob and Esau. And he had it all messed up because him, like what everybody else says, that Jacob stole the blessing from Esau. So it's Esau supposed to have the blessing that Israel has right now. And I told him, no, I just wanted to make this lesson. I'm going to start at Genesis chapter 25, start at verse 21. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren, and the Lord entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived. And the children struggled together within her, and she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And the Lord Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and one people shall be stronger than the other, and the elder shall serve the younger. Now, as we know from earlier in Genesis, it happened the same way it happened with Jacob and Esau. It also happened with Ishmael or Isaac. Ishmael was supposed to receive the blessing because he was the firstborn, but the Most High told Abraham, no, I'm going to deal with Isaac, the younger son, because that's the way that he wants it. That's the way that he wrote the script. That's the way that the whole story is going to play out. And so the Lord told her, 2 nations are in thy womb. So yes, they came from the same seed. There's still 2 different nations in thy womb. 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. One shall be stronger than the other, and the elder shall serve the younger. Verse 24, and when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb, Con. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. And after that came out his brother, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob, and Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. Now the brother, at my job, he was also talking about how Esau was Esau looked like Esau had melanin. He was like, because there was no Caucasians in the Middle East, which he's right. What we know as the Middle East now, it had a different type of geography, had a lot more vegetation, but they wouldn't be able to survive the harsh sun and desert the way we would. But that's why they were in the mountains. That's why they had Petra. That's why they dwelled in the cliffs of the rocks and stuff like that. And I'm gonna keep reading. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was Jacob, and Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them, Con. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. All right. And now it says, and Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of his venison, but Rebekah loved Jacob. And Jacob sawed pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint. And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom. And Jacob said, sell me this day thy birthright. Now, from the days of when Abraham was on the scene, and when he told that when Yahawah told Abraham that his covenant was going to be with Isaac, here's where everything the rest of the story was being played out. because he said that he was going to have the covenant with Isaac. And then the Lord also told Isaac that he was going to have he told Rebekah that there's two nations, two manner of people, one stronger than the other, and the elder shall serve the younger. Now, it said, I'm going to reread verse 28, and Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of the venison, but Rebekah loved Jacob because because the Lord told her what was going to happen. All right. And I'm going to go to I stopped on 32. And Esau said, behold, I am at the point to die. What profit shall this birthright do to me? That shows his lack of faith. That shows his lack of belief in Yahawah. He's just really, really tired. He's not literally about to die. He's just really, really tired. And he's going to sell his birthright for just something to eat. And Jacob said, swear to me this day. And he swore to him, and he sold his birthright unto Jacob. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils, and he did eat and drink and rose up and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright. He didn't even care about it. All right. Now jump to Genesis chapter 27. I think it's 27. Come on. Now I'm going to jump right to it. Well, may as well go into it. This is Genesis chapter 27. Start at verse 1. And it came to pass that when Isaac was old and his eyes were dim so that he could not see, he called Esau his eldest son and said unto him, my son. And he said unto him, behold, here I am. And he said, behold, now I am old. I know not the day of my death. Now therefore take, I pray thee, thy weapons, thy quiver, thy bow, and go out to the field and take me some venison, and make me savory meat such as I love. Bring it to me that I may eat, that my soul may bless thee before I die. And Rebekah heard when Isaac spake unto And Rebekah heard when Isaac spake to Esau his son, and Esau went to the field to hunt for venison and to bring it. And Rebekah spake unto Jacob her son, saying, behold, I heard thy father speak unto Esau thy brother, saying, bring me venison, make me savory meat, that I may eat and bless thee before the Lord before my death. Now therefore, my son, obey my voice according to that which I command thee. She's commanding this of him because she knows the prophecy. She knows what Yahawah told her, that the elder was going to serve the younger. Verse 9, go now to the flock and fetch me from thence 2 good kids of the goats, and I will make them savory meat of for thy father, such as he loveth. And thou shalt bring it to thy father, that he may eat, and he may bless thee before his death. All right, verse 11. And Jacob said to Rebekah his mother, behold, Esau my brother is a hairy man, and I am a smooth man. My father peradventure means perhaps. My father peradventure will feel me, and I shall seem to him as a deceiver, and I shall bring a curse upon me, and not a blessing. So that shows that Jacob actually had he actually had a conscience. He wasn't, he didn't want to be looked at as a deceiver. All right. He was like, no. And Jacob is a chill guy. All he did was just dwell in tents and chill and kick back and, relax. So he didn't want to do all this deceiving stuff. He didn't want to get cursed, he didn't want to get cursed. And his mother said unto him, upon me be thy curse. Okay. So she said, well, if anything bad happens to you, it's not going to happen to you. It's going to happen to me. My son, only obey my voice and go fetch me them. He went and fetched and brought them to his mother, and his mother made savory meat such as his father loved. And Rebekah took goodly raiment of her of her eldest son Esau, which were with her in the house, and put them upon Jacob her younger son. And she put the skins of the kids of the goats upon his hands and upon the smooth of his neck. She gave the savory meat and the bread which she had prepared into the hand of her son Jacob. And he came unto his father and said, my father. He said, here I am. Who art thou, my son? And Jacob said unto his father, I am Esau. Now, yes, he is deceiving him, but he doesn't want to. And in actuality, he's not deceiving him because he's supposed to receive this blessing, because what Yahawah said unto Rebekah, thy firstborn I have done according as thou badest me. Arise, I pray thee, sit and eat of my venison, that thy soul may bless me. Slakia. Verse 20. And Isaac said unto his son, How is it that thou hast found it so quickly, my son? And he said, Because the Lord thy power brought it to me. And Jacob is not lying. He was just chilling, dwelling in the tent, and his mom told him to go get the goats and do all this, do all that, the same way that Yahawah said it unto Rebekah, that the elder shall serve the younger, and one in manner of people shall be stronger than the other. So he's not lying in that part. The Most High did bring it to him. And Isaac said unto Jacob, Come near, I pray thee, that I might feel thee, my son, whether thou be my very son Esau or not. And Jacob went near unto Isaac his father, and he felt him, and said, Thy voice is Jacob's voice, but the hands are the hands of Esau. And he discerned him not, Salakia, and he discerned him not because his Salakia, and he discerned him not, because his hands were hairy as his brother Esau's hands. So he blessed him. And he said, Art thou my very son Esau? And he said, I am. And he said, Bring it near me, and I will eat my son's venison, that my soul may bless thee. And he brought it near him, and he did eat, and he brought him wine, and he drank. And his father Isaac said unto him, Come near now, and kiss me, my son. And he came near and kissed him. And he smelled the smell of his raiment, and blessed him, and said, See, the smell of my son is as the smell of the field which the Lord hath blessed. Therefore Yahawah give thee the dew of heaven, and the fatness of the earth, and plenty of corn and wine. Let people serve thee, and nations bow down to thee. Be Lord over thy brethren, and let thy mother's sons bow down to thee. Cursed be everyone that curseth thee, and blessed be and blessed be he that blessed thee. And it came to pass, as soon as Isaac had made an end of blessing Jacob, and Jacob was yet scarce gone out of the presence of Isaac his father, that Esau his brother came from the field, came in from his hunting. And he also had made savory meat, and brought it unto his father, and said unto his father, Let my father arise, and eat of his son's venison, that thy soul may bless me. And Isaac his father said unto him, Who art thou? He said, I am thy son, thy firstborn Esau. And Isaac trembled very exceedingly, and said, Who? Where is he that hath taken venison and brought it to me? And I have eaten all before thou camest, and have blessed him. Yea, he shall be blessed. And Esau heard the words of his father, and he cried, he cried with a great and exceeding bitter cry. Why would he cry, why would Esau cry? Or why would Esau even go out to the field to hunt to receive a blessing from his father when he already sold his birthright unto Jacob? All right. And said unto his father, Bless me, even so, even me also, O my father. And he said, Thy brother came with subtlety, and hath taken away thy blessing. All right. And he didn't take it away. He was supposed to receive that blessing. And he said, Is he not rightly named Jacob? For he hath supplanted me these 2 times. He took my birthright, and behold, he hath taken away my blessing. And he said, Hast thou not reserved a blessing for me? And he's lying, okay? Because he didn't take the birthright from him. Esau sold the birthright unto Jacob, and that shows that Esau was a liar from the beginning. All right, coming out, I forget the scripture, spewing lies from the womb. All right. And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, Behold, I have made him thy Lord. So he's like, so I already made him above you, so you're going to have to serve him. The elder shall serve the younger, and all his brethren have I given unto him for servants. With corn, wine, I have sustained him with all, Salakia. And what shall I do now unto thee, my son? And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and the dew of the heaven above. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt thou serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from thy neck. And Esau hated Jacob. Now, Salakia, here on earth, we might have a disliking towards our blood brother. that we live with and stuff like that. They might do something that we don't like, or vice versa, and they have I wouldn't say a hate towards us, but they have a general disliking to us, or to your brother. You might fight him a little bit and stuff like that. Brotherly stuff. But to say that you hate your boy, let me keep reading. Because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him, and Esau said in his heart, in his mind, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then I will slay my brother Jacob. Now, if it was meant for Esau to have the blessing from Isaac, he wouldn't have that type of hatred, that type of wickedness in his heart to want to kill his brother, his own blood brother, the way Cain wanted to kill Abel. All right, the Most High Yahawah Shem Yahushua wouldn't allow that type of person to have spiritual powers. All right, he wouldn't allow that person to rule his kingdom if he has that type of wickedness within him. All right, and I'm gonna read 42, and that's gonna be it. And these words of Esau, her eldest son, were told to Rebekah, and she went and called Jacob her younger son, and said unto him, Behold, thy brother Esau, as touching thee, doeth comfort himself, purposing to kill thee. And that same type of hatred and viciousness and wickedness that Esau had in his mind, in his heart towards Jacob, his brother, shows that he wasn't supposed to receive the blessing from Yahawah Shem Yahushua from Isaac. He wasn't supposed to have that from the beginning. Yahawah Shem Yahushua gave Rebekah the prophecy that the elder shall serve the younger. It was all the story. All right, the Most High Yahawah Shem Yahushua wrote it down. He wrote the script, and everything went according to it. Everything went according to it. Yeah, Jacob didn't really trick Isaac, because it was supposed to go down like that. He was supposed to receive the blessing. So if it didn't happen that way, it would happen some other way, and it would still be the same way that Isaac would have given Jacob the blessing in some way, shape, or form. And it could have happened 1,000 times, but as long as Yahawah Shem Yahushua is the creator of everything, it's going to happen the way he wants it. And he wrote it to where Jacob was going to be the one to receive the blessing and the birthright. All right, and Esau was going to come out the womb spewing lies, saying that, I'm going to go to verse 36 again. And he said, is he not rightly named Jacob? For he hath supplanted me these 2 times. He's lying. All right, he just spewing lies, because that's not true at all. He did not take it from him. All right, Esau gave him his birthright, and then he also, and then it was also prophesied that that Jacob was gonna receive the blessing. So there shouldn't be any confusion about. And I'm just saying this just to cease any confusion about Jacob being a deceiver or anything like that, because a lot of people think that, like, talking to Jake at my job, he thought that Esau was supposed to have the blessing. All right, and that's not true. It's not true. So I pray this was edifying. Shalom.